From Pinky. But look what's going on. We're going to have membership only. And in this membership only, we're going to have a book club. Yes, a fabulous book club. It's going to be reading in the chapters of Black Titanic. You're going to read about your ancestors. You're going to learn a lot about history that you don't get in the book. But anyway, you guys, sign up now. If you want your book, you want to be part of the book club, you got to sign up now. You got to start purchasing your book. It's $15, you guys. That covered. It's $10 for the book, $5 for shipping right? So get your orders in so we can start. We want to start by September. So the whole month of August, you'll be getting your book and you're started. Don't worry now. We're going to use one chapter at a time. Everybody going to read one chapter at a time, and then we will discuss it. Thanks. So this is how you do. Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com. Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com is going to be my email address. So, you guys will be able to remember that, right? Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com. So let me zoom on this. Black Hey, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Y'all, that YouTube messing me up. Hello, you guys. YouTube messing me up. I supposed to be on my time, supposed to be 10:20. They got 9:20 up there for y'all. Good thing I was just scamming through the TV and I saw it. But mine's is set for 10:20. Sometimes I put it at 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll have 2 o'clock up there. So I'm going to have to really pay attention to YouTube to see what YouTube is saying as opposed to how I got scheduled. It's 9:59 my time. I'm supposed to be on at 10:20. But welcome to the home of Black Titanic. I'd like to thank everybody, Grand Rising. So let me do my house rules because if I get to talking, I'll forget, right? Everything is allegedly on this channel and just myself and the Titanian's opinion. I don't own any rights to any music that pop up. Everything for entertainment, fair use, and educational purposes. Grand Rising, Mary White, Grand Rising, Linda Wheeler, Grand Rising, Derek, Denise. How do I gonna say Denise? Denise. Everybody in my family would be named Denise. They middle name Denise or their first name Denise. And then the grandkids come in, they name them Denises. I say they got carried away with Denise and this family. I mean, everybody. Evelyn Denise, Angela Denise, just on and on, or Sheila Denise, just on and on and on. Denise. Anyway, hey, Mary White, you ready to clown today? Mary White, I be looking at you. I was watching. Oh, yeah, over there at Trending. Whoa, Lord, when Trending showed that Zen. Trending shows Zen Garden. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see that fake storyline by these Scots anymore. Only thing you gonna get the real storyline is about the creator content. I'd like to thank you young people here for the hot tea and trending. Drop the mic when Tay talk. All y'all are young people. It's another brown skinned girl. Y'all take that banner and y'all roll with it. That's what they do. But trending and here for the hot tea was on Zen's butt. Zen Garden against Scots. Now, y'all know how I feel about this. I'm still on part 2 of the Otha Wallace case. Part 2 of Kiki, why is the black woman the least disrespected, unprotected woman in the world, y'all? Yeah, let me read up about the black women. Say African American women are more likely than any other race to go to prison during their lifetime. Now, whatever happened to innocent till proven guilty with my Kiki, right? Look at Scopes. We know they in and out of court, yet they're not the storyline. Look at Stormy, in and out of court, yet they're not the storyline. What did Kiki do? Even if she did get back on drugs, she is absorbing it to herself. She's not out scamming the community. That's what we want to see. We want to know about Zen Garden. I did the footwork and the young kids then took it and ran with it. I'm so proud of Trendy. I did a little copy, a little Trendy today. Y'all gonna see. Y'all have to go over there to see the rest. Because Trendy got over to the disposition. That's the day that I missed the court. Y'all remember I went to the wrong courthouse. They had made since I moved from Huntsville. They made a new courthouse out of the dentist's office. So that's where they had it. I found it, y'all, the next day. But I sure hate I missed it. They got another one coming up in October, you guys. They got a trial, a jury trial coming up in October. Yeah, because see now I still got the recording, but I don't want to run it. I got the recording of the clerk talking to me, telling me that they were trying to dismiss the case too trendy. Yeah, I think the lawyer wouldn't let Scopes bail out, but Marceau got nervous up there. His lawyer want to play it on out. Marceau got nervous and want to just say, forget it. Let's just dismiss the charges. But according to 2003 Bureau of Justice Statistics report, 1 in 18 African American women will go to prison during their lifetime. Seems like to me y'all already trying to convict this young lady, Kiki, in the trial of social media. Y'all already, yeah, she probably done relapsed because she on drugs. Well, that's just Kiki and Mr. Scott saying that. That girl is well respected in the community. That's how they showing y'all on this TV. But if you in Huntsville, everybody respect Kiki. It ain't like that in Kiki. But now social media is trying her. If she would have been any other color, we wouldn't even have her face mug up there because they've not charged her with anything. So we said 1 in every 18 African American will go to prison during their lifetime. We talk about women's incarceration rates continue. This is far greater the rates for white women and Latina. 1 in 111 women and 1 in 45 women respectively gonna be the black woman. So who's minding the children? They railroad now women just like they trying to railroad Kiki. Who's minding the? You got the black man they done put in the system. You got the black woman they gay now put in the system. So who will mind the children? The children will be out on the streets trying to defend themselves, trying to raise themselves. So African American women are significantly overrepresented in the state prison population. I'm talking about innocent until proven guilty. Why is this girl's face mug all over the screen? Because she is a black woman. The media is the legal system support system because the media will take the least little thing and run with it. Show African American women in a bad light. Trying to stereotype African American women on this show that we are criminals. When you got a criminal empire up there like Scopes. Scopes is a criminal empire, allegedly. Every month they in there. And don't forget Stormy too. Stormy, Candace Beauty, and Scopes. Always in the courtroom. Why can't we see that? I'm pissed. But you want to run this girl, put this girl on trial in social media, this black woman. According to the 2014 Bureau of Justice Statistics report, the incarceration rate of African American women was more than double the incarceration rate of white women. Tisha, you better think twice, babe. Your husband gonna be gone somewhere else in Africa while you gonna be taking a rap. I heard that all this stuff is in your name. He out here doing all this illegal stuff. You better get yourself together. Ain't no love that great. Cause you're gonna be one of you're gonna be, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics record, the incarceration rate of African women, you gonna be one of them, Tisha. That's what it looked like if you don't get it together. More specifically, 109 out of every 100,000 African American women in the United States were sentenced to state prison.
compared with 53 out of every 100,000 white women. They don't give us the same benefit of the doubt like they do to other women. I'm talking about black women now. Black mothers. Least little thing we do, they ready to put us in jail. I talked to y'all. I'm going to go back to the Dred Scott decision that when we go through that courtroom, Dred Scott versus Taney, 1865. When a black person, man, woman, children, even the child, they put a 12-year-old child, you take them in there, they want to try them as an adult. We will not get the same respect or the same justice as Esau. That's what the law say and have never been challenged. So you got all these black women incarcerated right now, y'all, right now. The war on drugs has negatively affected women of color. Who signed that bill? The president. Your president wrote that crime bill. And y'all vote that man right back in office. Some of y'all. Women are more likely than men to be incarcerated for a drug offense. Did y'all see that? Women are more likely than men to be incarcerated for a drug offense. And that's what low down Tisha and low down Marceau is saying about this girl, Kiki, their own cousin. She must have been on drugs. What about this? What about this production? When will you go in the files and tell us about Tisha drug charge? What was that behind it? Was she dealing? Was she using? Because it's on there. It's public information that this girl Tisha. And then they had the nerve to start off with Kiki had a child with her. That's what they started out. Well, she had a child. She gave the child a child up. But we do know who really had a child with her. AKA Wanda said that, Tisha, you had MJ in the stroller. That's what Wanda said. Stealing. So y'all trying to pretend like Kiki is a kleptomaniac when you guys are the one with the record as a kleptomaniac. I want to know about Zen Garden. Thanks to Trinity in here for the hot tea. And myself with boots on the ground. They were able even to go in there, and that girl sure did a good job. Trinity, I'm going to tell you, I was mesmerized. It's 2 hours long. Y'all got to go watch that. I drew up a little clip, and I hope she don't mind that I'll show y'all, but y'all have to go there and watch it. You'll be hypnotized. You won't want to move. I had to use the bathroom, and I was holding myself because I didn't want to miss Trinity, what Trinity was going to say. Okay, let me finish this, y'all. Furthermore, research has shown that although all women use and sell drugs at the same rate, women of color, particularly African-American women and Latinos, have a higher rate of becoming involved in the justice system for a drug offense. So that's what they trying to get over to y'all, them Scots. That this child was committing for her drug habits. When they know it was lying, they know, Tisha, them Scots know that everybody respect that woman, Kiki, in Huntsville. They know that Kiki is doing just fabulous, just fine in her treatment. Yeah, they know that. But being a low-down person that Marceau and Tisha is, they want to badmouth Kiki. So anyway, incarceration women are likely to be victims of abuse. Yeah, once they get in there, y'all heard about them guards be doing things to them women's. Yeah, victim of abuse. Some of them women be coming out pregnant where they been the R word been to happen to them. Some of these women that go to prison have a history of substance abuse, suffering from mental illness. It's all kinds of things that get them in there. And in 2007 study found that nearly all incarcerated women that they were exposed to domestic violence. So why lock them up? Why do y'all lock us up then? Mental illness, domestic violence, substance abuse. What did y'all do to the clear people? They get help. They send them to program. They send them to mental health counseling. But what do they do to our women? They put us in jail. 73% of women in state prison and 47% of women in federal prison use drugs. Was on drugs. And most of the time, people do drugs, a lot of women do drugs because of being abused, maybe as a child. They couldn't cope with life. I have a special place in my heart for people that are addicted to drugs. Now, let me tell y'all something. When that truck hit me, I had two big old 18-wheeler just smashed me on the inside. I was in the middle. Everywhere I went, they were throwing me them pills. Go to this doctor. They give me Percocet. Go to this doctor. They give me hydrocodone. It's just that I worked at a drug and retreat center, and I always say that I would never, ever, ever take those things, but I had to when I got hit by that truck. And it had no back, no knees, no nothing. I got plates and screws in my back, plates and screws in both of my knees. I was messed up, y'all. I was in a lot of pain. But a lot of people, that's how they get addicted, because every doctor you go to, they going to be giving you them drugs. I mean, I wasn't even asking for them. Wasn't asking for them. They just giving just my whole window, just line up in the windowsill, not caught. Because that's just how they do. And then when you get addicted, then they want to look at you in a different eye. So let me just say hi to y'all. I done established my case today. We will be looking at trending at some points. A little of her clip. Please, y'all, go watch that Zen Garden. This is what we should be seeing. We shouldn't be seeing all this fake stuff about the Scots. See, and then one to get mad and she'll come after me. She probably ain't gonna come after these two little young girls, but she'll be coming after me for even talking about Zen Garden and this court issue. I'm glad that these younger kids done took up the banner and running with it. I'm so glad that they have took up the banner and just say, hey, look, I am interested in this story as well. I'm interested in the contract. I'm interested. That's what Uber Trinity, she liked to do contract work. So she was having a ball over there. That's what made it so interesting. She was having a ball and I was having a ball with her because she was just laughing. But my soul is a scammer, y'all. When I pull up these little documents, these little clips that Trina did, this man seemed like he used these money grab. That's a money grab. That's what they are. He used Love and Marriage platform allegedly to solicit work. And each one has a story. Zen Garden got the same story as Bud. Zen Garden got the same story as Miss Joy. Zen Garden got the same story as Mr. Smith. All these people. And don't forget, y'all, Trina, you kind of smart. Can you look up that Fairfield I'm gonna email you. You pretty smart about finding stuff, but right now the last thing I went that Fairfield at Marriott. Since 2019 too, he got a contract to do that the same time he did Zen Garden. Now, what's that man named Gino is not part of Zen Garden, y'all. Gino is with the Fairfield Marriott. That's something entirely different. So these people be scamming. What he do is you pay him the money. He have no intention to deliver the product. In court, they testified that they paid this man. He was getting money now. He's supposed to pay his employees, but he wouldn't. And let me tell y'all, I was in Huntsville. He was picking up them people off the side of the road. You got all like down there by the shelter, they be all standing up there. They be standing up there looking for day work. And then he tell the people that these are professional people. These are his subcontractors and contractors and superintendents, and they don't know nothing. Been drinking Wild Irish Rose all night long. Jack Daniel, that cheap wine, y'all, they be drunk when they go to work. Allegedly. Yeah. These are the kind of people he was bringing on site. And then the guy testified that he did not have no skillful people on the job. No. Why? Because he was allegedly scamming Zen Garden like he do everybody else, y'all. Only Zen Garden is a corporation. I showed y'all Zen Garden. Yeah, I showed y'all Zen Garden before. I've been out there. Beautiful, beautiful. I saw that structure that they said. That they had to tear down. I saw it. Had to tear a whole building down. Y'all know how much money they had to get over? I got Zen Garden in here somewhere, y'all. Somewhere in this thing. I also got, let me tell you what else I got. I got that clerk voice telling me, I can't play it because I don't want to get her back in trouble. Telling me that eventually my soul will try to make the lawyer give Zen Garden to throw the case out, but the lawyer wouldn't let him do it. Okay, native purple Grand Rising, purple unicorn, native black Grand Rising, Judy Jones. This is so sad. I have never seen anything like this. Criminal using this as a criminal empire, using own network to solicit clients to scam. And then who do they pick on? Kiki. They pick on a girl that ain't got no, she ain't have no criminal records. Pick on this black woman who they pick on. Purple unicorn. Native one. Trended at some point. I'm gonna get started, y'all. We're gonna get started with we're gonna do love and marriage last, cause y'all know y'all ready to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. We're talking about now. This is the criminal case of part 2 of Otho Wallace, the man that got the trial of the century, where he is on trial. Well, he just got through defending himself. He closed up this week for killing a state actor. Are we allowed to defend ourselves, you guys? The history of this country, when these people come to us, these state actors, and we knowing what they finna take us out, finna terminate us. Do we have the right to defend ourselves? And taking a look at the Second Amendment too, do we have the right to bear arms? Because when we trying to bear arms, oh, they act like although it's legal to carry arms. So many of our brothers get even just terminated because they said they thought they had a gun. And I'm gonna bring up Kyle Rittenhouse again. He walking all down. What got this gun? Just pretend like this gun. Here he go. Walking all down the road. Gun all out in sight, pointing and shooting it at people. And what do the clear people do? Nothing. 17-year-old boy. Let that would have been one of us. We would have been shot on sight. Okay, here I go, y'all. We're finna do the trial of Oath of Waters. I'm gonna get serious now, right? And I want to say something to you guys. We're going to be looking at the Ronald Greene case. Now, I was on that case. This is boots on the ground with grandma today. Hey, Alita. Hey, babe. So, yeah, boots on the ground. I'm going to have Sister Muhammad. She is, we're celebrating Black women in the community. Sister Muhammad, Crystal Muhammad, is a Black Panther. I think she's the only woman that I know. I remember way back in the 70s, some of the ladies was in the Panthers, but they were not like head or they had some leadership, but not like Sister Muhammad. She is the new Black Panther Party chairperson, y'all. That sister been on it. She be on all these hanging. She down there in Mississippi now. So many hangings going on in Mississippi now that she is on those cases. And most of the cases that I be on, she be on. So let's just get here. And I'm going to tell y'all about Ronald Greene. He was the Black man. That's who y'all going to see today. He was the Black man that during 2020, when everybody was in the house, they tell you to stay in the house, them race soldier was out there terminating us. I mean, there's so many of us got terminated because what happened? There were hardly nobody around to see what was going on. So they were out there terminating them. They'll catch you by yourself out there doing that. See, when 2020, y'all know what happened. Where everybody was in the house. They was not in the house. They was out there terminating us in the groves. But Ronald Greene, they caught Ronald Greene, drugged this man. There was a lynching, y'all. Tied the man up and drugged him. These race soldiers did then turn around and said that he had a car wreck. And that doctor was on it. That doctor said, oh, no way this man was in no car wreck. But when you examine the car didn't hardly have no bumps on it. Well, anyway, hey, Arlita. Hey, everybody. I'm finished. We're going to do this first, and then we'll get into the criminal activity of love and marriage, Huntsville, the Scots. You'll be watching the Otho Wallace case, and you'll be watching Ronald Greene case. Both are police brutality. One is one that decided not to defend himself, and he ended up deceased. The other one is the brother decided to defend himself, and he ended up being alive yet accused of killing a state actor. But he's alive because he defended himself. Do a Black person have a right to defend themselves? Do a Black person have a right to stand their own grounds? That's him and his children. Otho Wallace, that's him and his children.
Lauren. Now at 6, a verdict is in. Otho Wallace has been found guilty of manslaughter in the 2021 shooting death of Daytona Beach police officer Jason Rayner. The jury in Clay County deliberated for more than a day after hearing testimony and reviewing evidence since Monday. Wallace initially faced the charge of first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, which would have carried a death sentence. Now he's convicted of the lesser charge, manslaughter, and is left to await sentencing. West 2's Haley Krummelholm shows us how those in the courtroom reacted to today's verdict.
After about 15 hours of deliberation, the jury found Wallace guilty of manslaughter in the death of Officer Jason Rayner in 2021. The jury also found that Wallace carried or used a firearm while committing it. Family and those closest to Rayner have stayed in the front bench of the courtroom throughout the trial. Some were distraught leaving after the verdict. They were quiet, some crying. They, as well as attorneys for the state, declined to speak. Wallace's family declined as well, but one of Wallace's defense attorneys spoke on his behalf.
We are unbelievably grateful for the jury's work and consideration and rejection of an offense that would result in the death penalty.
As far as what his client had to say after the verdict,
he had some questions about what he could potentially face, but he was obviously relieved at not a first-degree murder conviction.
The jury's finding that Wallace used a firearm does impact the sentence.
Because the jury made a finding that he also had a firearm when he committed that offense, he's looking at up to 30 years.
The defense asked for a pre-trial
There you go,
investigation,
30
which they
years
say
for
is
a
when a
gun.
person has not.
Y'all see how they trying to get him 30 years with a firearm? And I never heard of manslaughter being such a great. I think it was 15 years or under for manslaughter, but they trying to add that gun. He was a security guard. Y'all, do we have a right to bear arms? The Second Amendment is on trial on this case. Self-defense, do we have a right to stand your grounds like they did? He's right there in Florida. That's that same courtroom where Zimmerman got off on stand your own ground. They even refused to hear that this man was standing his own ground when that state officer racially profiled him. Now you hear him talking about 30 years, you guys. You're watching the Dred Scott case, Sanford versus Dred Scott, the slave that took his master of the court. Inside the court on Dred Scott versus Tanning, 1865, says a black man, a black person, will never get the same respect, will never get the same right as Esau when they come through the court system, because they are 3/4 human. You're not even looked at as a human. And then on top of that, the media grab it and have you looking like a wild beast, a wild animal when they get through reporting on you. But anyway, he got manslaughter. Can a black man and a black woman holler self-defense? Why can't we use stand your own ground? Why can't we ever fear for our life? The history of this country with us? No, they want you to keep your mouth closed. Just suffer in silence.
Previously been convicted of a felony, the Department of Corrections can put together a report looking at their background and aspects of their life. They then give that.
Oh yeah, y'all watch what you say on social media. They use some bogus social media things against him in the courtroom that he had talked about, before. But anyway, I like to shout out to OC the Great. So y'all can go to OC the Great TV to see this trial in full or Mishi X.
To all parties to consider in sentencing. The judge said that hearing will take place in 60 days.
We're going to prepare and fight just as hard as we did in this entire case, and we'll see you all in a couple months.
In Clay County, Haley Krummelholm.
So OTHAL.org, OTHAL.org. It's his GoFundMe. When you click on OTHAL.org, you will see everything written up about him and a way to donate. I know y'all got $5, $2, $1, something, because this black man need to go home to his wife and kids. They're gonna appeal it, so he still needs y'all help. Y'all, we need to help this brother. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Carl Rittenhouse them white people raised about $2 million in a day for that boy, and he did what he did. Anyway, hit that like button, share and subscribe. And don't forget about Kiki. She should be innocent until proven guilty, but she's a black woman. They're not going to protect her. This Crime Stopper with Kiki Jabbar. What about this black woman? Do she have the right to be looked upon as innocent until proven guilty? She has not been proven guilty, but seems like that's what the media and social media and her kin folks, the Scots, want to say. She's on drugs, the reason she out there stealing. But Kiki Jabbar on Crime Stopper. She has not been charged, you guys. Just make it make sense.
Children, right? Well, take note here, because this is what not to do. Argina Benitez has tonight's Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. A grown woman using a child to do her dirty work. That's exactly what Huntsville police say happened last month at a local home improvement store. And authorities are hoping you can help them bring that woman to justice.
Huntsville police are looking for this woman. They say last month she walked into the Home Depot off the Parkway and started putting items into her purse. Investigators say she also gave a door lock to the young child she was with. When she went to leave, loss prevention stopped her and she pulled out the stuff from inside her purse. But police say she told the child to keep the lock and then the two left. She was in such a rush, she almost hit 2 cars on her way out. All of that according to authorities. Now, if you recognize her, call police.
So this make it make sense, you guys. And Crime Stop, y'all have to go see the rest of this on his channel.
The event that held up to the officer and getting shot. But listen, you guys, he had just came. He's a freedom fighter. He is a political prisoner. He had just came off of the Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 100th anniversary of Black Wall Street. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on the Breonna Taylor case, Ronald Greene case, Mr. Syke case. He is a freedom fighter, you guys. But anyway, here's what happened to him that night.
Having Granger as a partner, they make it very easy for us to keep our events safe.
Within hours of the shooting, Daytona Beach police released to the media and the public this body cam video, which included the moment Officer Rayner was shot last night. Now, we chose not to air the entire clip, which showed the seconds that the officer was shot. But today, after careful consideration and deep discussion in our newsroom and with law enforcement around the community, we have decided it is important to show you in its entirety.
Yeah, so in our new digital show, Solutionaries, Investigator Lewis Bolden has been focusing on the relationship between law enforcement and the community. He joins us now to walk us through the seconds that changed this officer's life and why it's so important to understand the risk our law enforcement officers face every single day. Lewis.
Our newsroom has been focusing on policing for the past year and intensely for the last 4 months on Solutionaries. Every time there is an incident with an officer and a suspect, we analyze it thoroughly before making the decision to air it. Tonight, Trooper Steve Montiero and I want to show you what this officer was up against, and I have to warn you, this is difficult to watch. As police continue searching for Othel Wallace, who they say shot a 26-year-old Daytona Beach police officer, Daytona Beach police quickly released the officer's body camera footage.
The video is tragic. You know, it shows something that we don't see really much ever.
News 6 initially stopped the video just before the officer is shot, but we strive for transparency, so it sparked a discussion in our newsroom.
Do you believe the public should see that video in its entirety?
Yes.
Why? Over the past year, we have seen so many law enforcement encounters that have kind of motivated for reform, and those videos were graphic. And this is the stuff that as a cop, you fear. And I think showing something like
It's something how the media works with vilifying black men. They all in it together. That was the entire that was the entire video, y'all. It was nothing else to see, and he acting like he saw some gruesome stuff, but ain't saw nothing. Just want to paint this picture of this black man as being this scary monster.
That's to the community can create a mutual respect.
Whenever there is video like this, my concern is always the family of the officers.
It shows the officer being shot. It does not show anything. Y'all seen it. Y'all saw the officer. That was a whole video. And the officer hollering, sit, and that's it. And then it go fade to black.
They seeing this video over and between Officer Jason Rayner and Othel Wallace is 29 seconds. We decided to show the video in its entirety to show you just how fast it happened. First, there's a verbal exchange.
Sit down. Why are you asking me to go in there? He live here. Yes or no?
Sit down like he animal or something. Sit.
Then there appears to be a scuffle, and in the middle of it, you barely hear the gunshot. Why do you think it's important for the public to see it?
I think
Anyway, his job is to vilify our brothers. Can a black man defend himself? Can a black woman defend themselves? Regardless of who they are, when they approach you, you fear for your life. And then I want to also know, this is Florida. They had that stand your ground law. Y'all know that's what they used to get George Zimmerman off with Trayvon Martin. But when it comes to a black man or a black woman, are we allowed to use the stand your ground law? Like this man approached this man. He approached him now and talked to him like he was a little kid or a dog or something. Sit. Got his hands all over him. He trying to move. He can't move. But anyway, he defended himself in court. He did an excellent job. They took the death penalty off and gave him manslaughter.
Perhaps for more than 2 years. Only coming to light now.
It's Ronald Greene.
Brian Young is out front.
Now he didn't fight back.
The video seen by the public for the first time in about 2 years since the deadly encounter between Ronald Greene and Louisiana State police officers. After a high-speed chase led to a deadly confrontation just outside the city of Monroe in May of 2019, Greene's family says the police initially told them the 49-year-old died in a car crash. State police said he was taken into custody after resisting arrest. Greene became unresponsive shortly after and died on his way to the hospital. But new video reveals a more disturbing confrontation. In body cam video obtained by the Associated Press, troopers can be seen repeatedly punching Greene after appearing to drag him out of his vehicle. Troopers tase Greene multiple times while he's face down on the ground as they attempt to handcuff him. Another trooper appeared to kick Greene. The Associated Press released 3 segments of the original video, which it says is 46 minutes long. Only 2 of the video clips have audio. CNN has never reviewed or obtained the original video, and it's unclear what occurred before or in between the video clips. The 2019 state police report says officers attempted to pull Greene over for an unspecified traffic violation. Mona Hardin, Greene's mother, says 2 investigated officers wouldn't tell her why law enforcement was chasing Greene. Hardin says the lack of transparency on behalf of authorities has been painful.
I'm so pissed, but I'm a good pissed because
that's the mother of Ronald Greene, Mona Hardin.
Time of the video, can troopers be seen trying to render any medical aid to Greene, who, according to the Associated Press, was face down and moaning for more than 9 minutes.
You better not move.
2 of the officers continue to be employed by the department. Both were reprimanded for their actions that night. One faced a 50-hour suspension for manipulating their body camera equipment. The other placed on administrative leave for an unrelated incident. A third officer died in a single car crash accident last year. For now, Greene's mother continues to fight.
So that's how they say Ronald Greene died by a car wreck. And the guy that y'all saw with putting his foot all in.
Oh, wow. Anyway, the guy that put his foot all on his back and neck in watching Boots on the Ground. This is author Oma Publishing Company with Boots on the Ground with her photographer and her grandson and Paris, the granddaughter. Yes, we have Boots on the Ground. We were covering this story of Ronald Greene. However, Sister Crystal Muhammad was there. She's the chairperson. Holding that line down. Ronald Greene was the man that got drugged and beat to death by state soldiers. Joseph Pellerin, his case was there too. He was an elderly man that were shot outside, powed outside as while he was trying to enter the store. You're watching Boots on the Ground with Oma.
They made it. They're about 20 minutes late. All the disturbance is over now.
It's the Ronald Greene case.
This is
Publishing Company. I'm out here with Grandmaster Jay at the formation. I'm out here at the formation with Grandmaster Jay. Now, Brother Ozone is in his clown. As you can see, this is Grandmaster Jay. Let's go! In fact, this is Oma Publishing Company out here with Grandmaster Jay.
You didn't say he made
Mr. Crystal Muhammad.
Say 9 bullet wounds. But you didn't say what.
She's talking about Officer Rayner, which was the state actor who later on deceased. He passed after our brother Otto Wallace was accused of deleting him.
Where the wounds came from? Was it 9 different times? Did it come from one shooting where somebody rattled at you? With the chopper? What was you doing, white boy? That's the whole thing. They tried every dirty, but that was irrelevant. Yeah. They showed footage from his house across the street.
So what she's talking about, Ozone was sitting in his car. And they never mentioned, they tried to make up excuse as to why was this man going over there harassing Ozone. They want to say anything besides racial profiling. So later on, months later, they say that Officer Reno was looking for a stolen car.
The black neighborhood. That was a majority black neighborhood. My question is, why was he over there? I'm just saying, most of the time, black people live in a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? White people live in white neighborhoods. Some neighborhoods are kind of a mix. I understand that. How long was he really living there? You know, I don't know. But one thing that we do know is that after 2 years, these pigs gonna get somebody, that white lady, get up on that stand and lie about a stolen car. Well, Rayner let us know from the fact of the tape, he was not looking for no stolen car.
Reno is the state actor that was deleted, and they asked him who shot you. He said, I don't know. Before he died, he said he don't know who shot him.
Because he asked Ozone, do you live here? Do you live here? Do you live here? He didn't ask, is this your car? If you're looking for a stolen car, that would be your first question.
At some point, that would be your first question. Not, do you live here? So those out that hole that were looking for a stolen car are Rainer's own words. So many things need to be brought to the table. Let me point out as a lay person. Go ahead, brother.
I was just saying, like I was saying, if it's a stolen car, who's just going to sit in there and play some music and smoke and chill out? You know what I mean? Like, usually a stolen car, the typical thing that people do with a stolen car, they joyride, you know. You could tell that it's a stolen car or somebody driving crazy. You know what I mean? But not if it's someone just chilling in the parking lot.
Right.
Minding their own business. You're not going to steal a car and just sit there and you know, like nobody does that.
No police riding around looking for no stolen car. Or they want us to believe that Rainer. Now the car was parked in the back.
Rainer is the state actor. Inside the car is our brother, just relaxing. He's baking a cake. It's his daughter's birthday.
It's parking in the front, right? They want us to believe that Rainer, and let's not forget, in the trial, he was out of his district. So they want us to believe that he was just going in and out of driveways, to all the apartments, loop-de-loop throughout Florida, looking for a stolen car. We find it very hard to believe. That's stupid. That's a waste of money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna speed it on up now.
A lot.
I could speed it on up. I want her to get to cases that she has to go on. You're watching Crystal Mohammed, the new Black Panther Party chairperson. She is a female on the front line.
On Friday, right? They came to that court Friday about 8 a.m.
Take it back so y'all can understand what's going on. Okay.
As well, I guess if you allow me, I'm gonna go ahead and run. But you can play. Maybe you get a break, and I can shoot you these flyers about these cases that you can put up right quick. Can we get a quick music break, or you gotta look? You can play while I pull these up for you.
That's cool, man. And it's a few questions.
I want you guys to understand the type of wicked people that we're dealing with here. One more that I send you. Where'd it go? Yeah. Okay. So I talk about this stuff all the time. Yeah, here we go. I'm sending a few images to you. How long of a time Ozone might be sentenced to? That's Brother Jaheim McMillan right there. I want to talk about his case. You know, these are some of the cases that need immediate attention. But let me go back and finish about this appeal proceeding so we can talk about these other cases. Once the appeal is filed, you know, I guess it would first go to the state appeals court. And then if the state appeals court doesn't go to your liking, then you can go to the state Supreme Court. And if that's not going to your liking, then you can go to the U.S. Supreme Court.
OC the Great
To my understanding, that's how the appeals process goes. You know, so you have to keep, filing, keep fighting, and that requires money. Because freedom is not free.
Okay, I'm speeding it up so she can get to the cases.
Keep you on top of what it takes and get you involved with being a leader in your own community. Black Power.
Black Power.
Let me know when you're ready.
Black Power in this house.
So we can
Black
talk about these
Power.
cases that are coming up.
Yeah, this that first one right there.
Yeah, so this is going to be October the 6th. Now, this case is a case of a brother by the name of Jaheim McMillan. Little 15-year-old kid. Him and his 4 friends were riding, and the cops got behind them. You know what I'm saying? And they pulled up into a Family Dollar and they, a couple of the young men jumped out, took out running. This young man, he didn't even take out running. He stood up, had his hands up in front of the Family Dollar, and the Gulfport police blew his brains out. 15-year-old child. Then they caught the other little brothers, took them to the jail in Gulfport, duct taped their hands and feet, and threatened them to put them in a body bag like their friend if they talked. Had all of these young brothers all under the age of 17 on under $500,000 bonds. Well,
they didn't do nothing, y'all.
Black community come for them too, because the black community in Mississippi and other supported places, in particular, the people out of Jackson, got the money to get them bonded out, and they were able to tell us what happened to them. So this family's still fighting for justice. Then not only that, after they blew his brains out, instead of transporting him to a hospital in Gulfport, they took him all the way to Mobile, Alabama, and where he died. And when his mother got up to the Family Dollar after he was murdered, they body slammed her when she was trying to see what happened to her son. I'm talking about the wickedness.
So our children, it's not off limit, you guys. We have to talk to our children, teach our children just how this society is. This society is not color brown. Now, this little boy, Yaheem, not even looked upon as being a child. Our children don't be looked upon. They can be a 3, 4, 5-year-old child. They still not looked upon as children like the rest of the groups. They are perceived as dangerous. You know who put that word out, Miss Clinton? You know who put that word out? The president. Our president we got now, Biden, that our children are predators.
Of these people that we're dealing with. That's why we don't have time for the likes of coon-ass Tahaka Bay and all these silly Negroes. They got the little side comments and distractions. And we at war. These people are killing us. They tried to kill Old. And he's still.
Thank you for the cash up, Jesse.
We got so many cases that she on. Let's just look at this.
Having a couple of discussions. We have to stay on top of these cases.
Ronald Greene, that's the case, man. I'm on.
So there's a demonstration on September 27th in front of the governor's mansion in Louisiana as we continue to fight for justice for Ronald.
So that's it, you guys. Y'all saw Ronald Greene. That's the black man that they tased and beat to death. They beat that brother to death. And while they were beating him, y'all, that's why I was at boots on the ground down there, went to see about what's taking them so long. Look, it was because of our effort. When we went down there in Louisiana, they had not did anything to then after we went down there, that was when we drew the media attention, and that was when they released that video that y'all saw. Go back and watch that video of Ronald Greene, you guys. Ronald Greene. Watch that video in its full entirety if you can. They beat that boy till he was bleeding. They had the nerve to laugh and said, well, I hope he ain't got AIDS, because they had blood all on him. They took him and chained him up and drugged him. Chained him by the leg, y'all, and drug him in the car. And while they were doing that, they were laughing and they were shouting racial slurs. So I went on down there. He got to have some justice. And then when I was down there, that was in 2020. Y'all know what was going on in 2020. We were in the house, told to stay in the house, but they was out there just terminating us. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go on and get to what y'all want, love and marriage, Huntsville. I'm gonna keep it moving and then we will talk. Thank you. I can't see the Cash App comes on my phone, so I can't see the Cash App or, so thank you, Jazzy. I'm trying to see if you're sending the Cash App for a book or you just giving me a donation or are you donating to Ronald, to Mr. Ozone. You got to specify what the Cash App is for. If it's for a book, you have to send your mailing address so I can ship it to you. Okay, Karen said, you are telling the truth, BT. They use words to put us in a bad light. Yeah, they work together with the media, with the news media. They are trying to exterminate us as they did the Israelites in Egypt. Terminate our means, they exterminate our race. Exactly. And what's so sad about it is our children, you guys. Them little boys was just little boys at the Family Dollar. They wasn't doing anything. I believe it was a fake report called out on them. All they gotta do is call, see some black people in here. Look like they stealing. Some black people in here, they look suspicious. And they came and killed that little boy. Because they don't look at our kids as being kids. They look at our kids. They never call. Trayvon Martin, they have never called that boy a child. Tamir Rice was 12 years old, y'all. He's never been looked upon as a child. And then y'all didn't see the part where his little sister, she was 13 years old, they body slammed her. She was out there with Tamir Rice. They don't look at our children as children. And I'm going to tell y'all something about y'all Christian self. You going to get mad at me. But this forgiving stuff is just pitiful. It's an embarrassment. They've been turned around and killed your loved one, your little child, brains all busted, laying all out in the middle of the street, leave your child out there for hours all day long. And before they even pick up the body, you up here telling something, you forgive. Oh, I forgive. As if your child don't mean nothing. If it's your loved one, don't mean nothing. You value them more than you do your loved one, because the first thing you say is, I forgive. That's not even in the Bible. That's not in the Bible for you to turn around and forsake your loved one for the devil. How you going to forgive the devil? You can't be nice to no devil. But that part makes me sick. When I see before y'all forgiving these people over and over and over and over, and that's the first thing they do is call these pastors out when they've been and killed our loved one. Call these pastors out that put you up there and tell you that you cannot cry on the stand. You cannot be angry on the stand at the person that will terminate your loved one. Instead, you got to hold all that hurt and pain in and say, I forgive that person that destroyed my family. Yeah. But the Bible says, I love Jacob. I hate Esau. So there it is in the Bible. It's okay to hate. It's okay to hate. And I'm not talking about that type of hate that y'all talk about. I'm talking about if you killed my loved one, it's okay not to like that situation. Go ahead on and cry. Go ahead on and say what you need to say. Don't be up there just telling the media that you forgive them. That's why they can just act like just like we're an ant or something. Just step on us and kill us like we ants or roaches or something. Because they know ain't nothing going to happen to them with the system, and then they know you're going to forgive them. Okay. Say it loud, BT. We need to wake up. Thank you so much for speaking on this. Thank you from my heart. Let's wake up. Yeah, let's wake up. Tell your children the truth. It ain't no such thing as no colorblind society. You let your child go fishing all in the water with these clear people. Don't everybody come back except for your child. Don't. Yeah, they come back. They say, well, yeah, he must have drowned or something. Child don't come back. A lot of cases like that because we don't teach our children. We too trusting. Okay, Mary White said now they're trying to put a grant from the government of Mississippi to build out there, and they're messing with the wrong people. The good old boys will put them under the prison. Oh, wow. This one say, don't forget the Sweetie Pie saga. It went somewhere, y'all. That one disappeared on me. Let's see. Where the Sweetie Pie? Say something about the Sweetie Pie. Don't forget the Sweetie Pie saga so other entities are watching. Yes. Okay, let me go on, y'all. I'm going to do the Love and Marriage Huntsville now. This is Scopes on trial now. Out of all the things that they gonna put up, they want to put up Keisha. When you got Scopes on trial, you got Canvas on trial. You got all these people on trial, but you're gonna put this girl up. This woman, this black female, you want to tank her.
Bond is innocent until proven guilty. She has not been proven guilty, but seems like that's what the media and social media and her kin folks, the Scots, want to say. She's on drugs, the reason she out there stealing. But Kiki Jabbar on Crimestopper, she has not been charged, you guys. Just make it make sense.
Children, right? Well, take note here, because this is what not to do. Argina Benitez has tonight's Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. A grown woman using a child to do her dirty work. That's exactly what Huntsville police say happened last month at a local home improvement store. And authorities are hoping you can help them bring that woman to justice.
Huntsville police are looking for this woman. They say last month she walked into the Home Depot off the Parkway and started putting items into her purse. Investigators say she also gave a door lock to the young child she was with. When she went to leave, loss prevention stopped her and she pulled out the stuff from inside her purse. But police say she told the child to keep the lock and then the two left. She was in such a rush, she almost hit two cars on her way out. All of that according to authorities. Now, if you recognize her, call police.
So this make it make sense, you guys. And Crime Stop, y'all have to go see the rest of this on his channel. This is trending at some point. I'm just going to take a portion out of it. We're talking about Scopes. Now, so the what's going on right here? They wanted to know about Marceau was not performing as properly. They say that he did not have experienced people on the job. They say that Mr. Shaw, whatever his name was, he said that he never did meet Marceau project manager. Marceau project said that his project manager was Mark or Mike or one of the brothers. I guess that's who he was referring to. One of the brothers, the one that's on that Family Feud with him, as his project. He said his name was Mike Scott, but he never did see him on the case. He also said that they were paying Scopes to pay the employees. Marceau was getting money, but he was not paying trickle down the money to the employees. Whenever they paid Marceau, the employee allegedly claimed
that they did not get anything from Scope. So then Zen had to double back around, do everything double. They had to pay. They had to pay their workers over. They already done dished our work to my soul, dished our money to my soul. He did not get the money to the employees. They had to double back up and double pay back to them. One other instant was some kind of building that he had. The building did not meet up to the right height, the length, or what have you. They had to tear the building all the way back down again and rebuild it because Marceau did not put the building up right. The building was all by I think 40-some, 50-some inches. I can't get it, but anyway, the building was not done right. They had to tear a whole darn building down and redo it. And then Zen Garden had to pay out some more money. Something he did in the road that was defective that caused a lady to have a car wreck in the road. So let's look at this. Looks like Scopes is using Love and Marriage Huntsville, this TV program, as ability to do criminal activities, right? To scam people. He thought he was going to do Zen Garden like he did the other two. The other two people, they were private citizens. So he got over on Bud. He got over on Miss Joy. Now he trying to get over on Zen Garden. But Zen Garden wasn't going to bother him. But being the person that he is, he got greedy. He wants some more money. So he took Zen Garden to court. But Zen Garden ain't backing down. So let's just listen at what Trinity at some point. I'm just going to take this little bit from her. This voice is at Trinity at some point. She said that the yellow portion is Zen Garden and the red portion is Zen Garden. The green portion is Scope's attorney. So Scope's attorney go say the project manager I'm referring to. So no, not a project. So James was not the project manager. So hold on. So let me step back. So we are asking about the position here. One is the superintendent, and one is the project manager. So we're talking about Zen Garden in the yellow. Okay, so Scope's attorney said, let me ask a better question. Who did William replace? They want to know who is the project manager. Who did he replace? Let's let
there you go, y'all.
Let Trina
y'all
explain
see,
this.
Mike, there you go. There you go, the project manager.
All right, hopefully.
Replace. Michelle said, we were told by Skull Industries, y'all, please, just look at this. We were told by Skull Industries that Mike Scott, one of Marcel Scott's uncles from Texas, he's a project manager for Zen Garden Apartments, y'all. Come on in the room. We can have a good time. Vashon said, in my 22 years of the career and probably 30 to 40 years of the legal
career, at some point.
I've never seen a project manager being remote on a construction project. Let me get your chair. Oop, hold on, pull up a chair. Go ahead, pull up a chair. There you go.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or
So where you?
Pull up a chair. Go ahead, pull up a chair. There you go. He said, this is not technology. This is not IT. This is construction project where the people who work, especially from the construction company site, who are on site are local here, right? He said, so the reason this is important for me to explain, and I was told that he used to come once a month onto the project site and managing the project remotely over there. He said, I was never convinced by that answer. Sorry, let me see. He said, "Oh wow, this is good." Not the uncle from Texas, y'all. The uncle from Texas. Hey, love, Key. So, the uncle from Texas is a remote project manager for a physical construction site, y'all. All right. And then Vashal said, however, during C, for the few months that because of COVID, everyone, I said it, was getting the benefit of the doubt. He was like, hey, this happens through C. That's what Marcel said. Hey, this.
So Marcel blaming on the C word, and that happened in 2020. But they kept giving him chances over and over and over to, and the benefit of the doubt. But he kept on trying. He kept on scamming them. Was not delivering, taking their money and was not delivering it, not doing no kind of construction. He said that none of those people was experienced. You know, you can't just get those day workers off the side of the road. Most of them be homeless and just be looking for a day's pay.
Happens to see. That's what Marcel said. He said, it's a lockdown. We cannot do anything, right? He said, so the same benefit of doubt was given to Scope Industry by our ownership that, okay, he's remote, but as long as the work is performed on the site on schedule, we are okay. Vashal said that was okay for the first few months during the constructions. He said, say from about March to May of 2020, I'm thinking, right? He said, but when we realized that Alabama was the least affected state in C, where most of the things were working better than the other states, especially for construction projects, because they were outdoor projects and there are very less restrictions into the outdoor activities during C time. He said, and when we saw that all the other projects around us are mostly functioning normally, so they looking at other construction.
Yes, exactly, you guys. Yeah, projects was going up during the C. Alabama was not affected like that. People were just outside building, you know. And so I would just like to say to you, Trinity, that Gino has nothing to do with this. Gino is with the Fairfield Marriott. This is Zen Gardner, another apartment. Anyway, keep going. She's doing an excellent job. I like to shout out to Here for the Hot Tea, Drop the Mic, and all these young girls in training that's taking up the banner and exposing these people, criminal activities that they're doing, and how Love and Marriage Huntsville, the producers, all of them are hiding this. They focus on that little episode with Kiki, and she is not a main character. But it took us, the creators, the content creators, to go out here to get the real story about these people, the Scots. They could have had this on their channel, but that's okay. Trending got you covered.
Products in Huntsville, like this is functioning okay. Like what is going on? This is crazy, right? They were having Zoom meetings. Veronica.
This girl having a ball.
That's what they're saying that Marceau and his uncle were doing. Thank you, Michelle Tubb. Thank you.
So let me see if I can speed up a little bit or something. I can't take all her content. You guys, this is about 2 hours long, but you would be just mesmerized.
And they're also trying to say, because this is Vashal's first apartment complex development, right? Marceau and them are trying to say that he was inexperienced and he got in the way, just so y'all know. That's me summarizing what I feel like.
So that is Marceau. Yeah, it was you that messed up the project, not me, man.
It's it. Hold on. Okay, he said that it's my understanding that the contractor is obligated to complete the project based on that set of designs within the terms of the contract, which is typically the time and the cost, especially the guaranteed maximum price. Okay, he's asking who reviewed the contract for him. And the reason he's asking that is because he feels like Vashal missed a very important part of the contract. So he keeps asking, did you read it yourself? Just your attorneys? Blah, blah, blah. He keeps asking that. He's messing with federal money, playing with fire. Oh, was that? Oh, that's why yeah, you're right, because this was on a federal database. That part, Mary. So, oh, you good, 41 Fit?
I'm trying to find the part where Marceau wasn't paying the employees. That's the part I'm looking for.
So the project, and how can you execute any project? Hey, Robin Davis. How are you? I feel like I just saw you, Robin.
I think this is it. She's going to explain how he did not pay his employees.
Scope breached the contract and in failure to perform on our contract could not deliver the buildings on time based on the contractual milestones.
Go back just a little bit, y'all, so y'all can hear. But y'all have to go here to get the full details. Go to trending at some point.
Let me see.
Start here. Thank you, Trending.
Martin and Kobe were not terminated from the project. Let's see.
So I think we're looking for
okay, this is where they're getting into how many bids did you receive. I think they're gonna talk about the actual fraud word in a second. Okay, so it says we received 3 or 4 bids. Okay, and then it says I don't remember the name of the other companies. $1 million. I can't remember if they're asking. I'm trying to see how much lower did scope come in than the other ones. That's what I was trying to look for.
$1 million lower.
But
that's why they got them, y'all.
Okay, so Vishal says, in my opinion, Scope submitted a bid that had the lowest number that could accept his bid based on his organizational capabilities to build this project for us. It says, in ownership's opinion, Scope breached the contract and in failure to perform on our contract could not deliver the buildings on time based on the contractual milestones. He said, I don't even know, I may have mentioned earlier that I only knew Marceau Scott. So it portrayed, a picture larger than life. You know how Marceau, we've seen him. So Marceau's doing that grandiose stuff to him. Marceau was larger than life. See what happens when you hire qualified, stuff arrives on time. Right. And the attorney said, I appreciate that, but tell me, was there anyone from Scope that said to you that you believe was untrue? And he said everything. Okay, the attorney's like, because you sued him for misrepresentation. That's where the word came from, misrepresentation. And Vishal said, yeah, based on my understanding and the ownership's understanding, first of all, the organizational structure, he said, our project was not staffed properly with the right skill set capability required for the multifamily project.
He probably was going down there to the rescue mission, getting them people. Yeah, them day workers. Yeah, they wouldn't qualify. Yeah, they be standing on the side of the road looking for work. That's where he got them, allegedly.
Michelle said, in my memory, the staffing that he mentioned that he's going to staff the project listed many experienced people. I don't remember any of them working on our project except the uncle, Mike Scott. He was a remote project manager, and Marceau Scott himself is owner of the company. He did not work personally on it, so he was not part of the employees that were supposed to work full time on the job. So that kind of was a false to red flags to us. Baby Shark, tell him go check the Scott's renovated home. That's probably where some of the material comes out.
Yeah.
Mika said, but if he's not completing milestones, he's not getting paid. So I'm confused on his game. Oh, no. Mika, let me get you back. Let me get you caught up. The money he's getting, see, that's a separate fee. That's what he's trying to get his summary judgment for the milestone payments. But he was getting payments that he was supposed to pay the subcontractors and, just go out and buy the materials to get the job done. So money was going to him, but it wasn't supposed to be that he kept it. It was supposed to keep flowing from Marceau down to the people that invoiced them for their services. That's where the money. So no, he didn't get his contractor's fee, but it was money going to Marceau. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Vishal says all these resumes and the list of people that he mentioned we never saw. He said like this, check black too, right? Like this chart. He's pointing to a chart. He said, this is the chart. The senior project manager, Michael Scott, he was a remote project manager. Then the project manager, principal project coordinator, site superintendent, he said he was not there. And he mentioned somebody named John Carroll. So most of the people that he mentioned, they're going to be on the site, were not there. He said, and this is the first red flag to any construction project, including ours. If you don't have the right skill set onto the project, then how can you execute any project? Hey, Robin Davis.
So this is a pattern of here. This is a money grab for him. I come in here with these fake credentials. You pay me, and that's it. That's it. He get the money. He don't deliver. He don't do the work.
How are you? I feel like I just saw you, Robin. Oh, it's a time and material contract. I think so, and maybe I don't know if it was a cost plus, Mika, as well.
Well, anyway, y'all, that they talking about the fraud and all the misrepresentation that Scopes did and how he didn't deliver, how he was taking money and supposed to be paying the employees. He wasn't paying the employees. To sum it up, you guys got to go listen to it. It's about 2 hours long, but you would be mesmerized. And then they even brought up the fact that he was nothing but an actor. He was not a person in the construction company. He was just an actor. That's what they brought up in court. But anyway, they even brought up in court about the woman that had the car wreck. She had a car wreck because of the project that Schultz Construction did that caused this lady to have a car wreck, caused this lady to have to sue Zengarden. So Zengarden is out triple the money that Scopes cost them, triple the amount of increase in money. Michael Scott is always a project manager. I saw that he will be the project manager for Marceau too.
For Maurice.
Not Marceau, Maurice too.
Yeah.
Y'all, Maurice, he said he was the case manager or something for the United Health legal team. Yeah, he supposed to be the case manager for Maurice law firm, y'all. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's right. What Maurice ain't that kind of an attorney. Well, what kind of attorney is he? Yeah, y'all got this Mike Scott, y'all uncle everywhere. He's supposed to be working with Maurice too as some kind of manager. But anyway, yeah, let's listen at Stephanie throw her under the bus. Here we go.
She started putting items into her purse.
Now, what about you, young lady? We know you're the one. You're the one with the records. You're the one been convicted of drugs. Allegedly. You, Tisha Scott. Why won't y'all pull that out? I want to know about that. Pull the real stuff out. All these Scotts, both of y'all fake. Look at Timmy. She fake. She just want to talk about under her clothes. Her husband just want to talk about his sex life with her. We tired of those stories. Give us your real story, Kevin. Nobody don't know nothing about you. Who was your son's dad? Was he married? When you ever confessed that Maurice was married, you were the side chick.
They have the time to get on TV to say call the police.
I can't stand
my
girl trying to throw this girl under the bus. When y'all the biggest criminal there is, y'all got $1 million in God, $1 million lawsuit where you're trying to scam a company.
I can't help you no more. She's lying. I'm sure your family.
So they're trying to paint a picture of Kiki, but Kiki is very well respected in the community. You guys know that she's very educated. She done graduated. She got a college degree. She done taught school and middle school. I think Spartanburg Junior High with her boo right here, Melody Sheree. Why do On Network allow the Scots to use their platform to solicit scams? Scams, allegedly. They're always in and out of court. This is the trial is going on all this month since August, September, October. The trial of the Scots is going on. Yet this is what y'all want to put up. This is the girl, Kiki Jabbar, and she's not even a main character. Your main character got scams going on. They in and out of court. What are you on? What are you on? When are you going to stop scamming the community, my soul? You the biggest crook in the community. When will you stop scamming the community? AKA Buzz, AKA Miss Joyce, AKA Mr. Smith, AKA Zen God, AKA Fairfield.
Check my wife. Well, ain't nobody saying nothing about paying no money. Stay in Marshall business.
My soul ain't staying in nobody business. Look at this couple right here. This is another couple too that always in and out of court. Yeah, y'all want to talk about Kiki ain't did nothing to nobody but herself. These people right here also, look at them. They use this platform to solicit customer to scam. Check the Better Business Bureau on this couple right here and see who's getting their orders. They're taking them. It's almost as if they're doing a Ponzi scam. Every once in a while, somebody get an order. That way they can get a good review so other people can come in and start sending them money. These people right here, Stormy and Mr. Beasley there and Canvas Beauty Project.
Allegedly.
Is not delivering. She got an F rated in the Better Business Bureau when it comes to consumer.
Allegedly.
They're using this Love and Marriage Huntsville on network to do their criminal activities in the community. I like to think shout out to Trending, shout out to Here for the High Tea for reporting on what we need to know, because Love and Marriage Huntsville producer won't tell the truth about these people. They got one person that they trying to destroy, and that's Kiki, and she ain't did nothing to nobody but herself. Even if she taking the drugs, it's to herself. She's not out here scamming the community.
Selling hair products for a living. No, I'm talking about business. You know, it's the guy that sells hair products for a living. I think it's something that
You got, let me tell you something. I can't stand that man. You are a man that your daughter got hair care product too that you guys got from them. Oh God, let me just keep this going. I'm just lost for words for that damn crook, that criminal.
For these black men to try to belittle and attack black women that they see being successful.
I think professionals. Advocacies, mothers, professionals. I'm going to pay you to talk about the teacher business.
Last I checked.
So all he do is run off at the mouth about other women. I'm not gonna pay you. I'm not gonna pay you for a t-shirt business. Now, what business do you have? Your business is scamming and doing criminal work. You and your wife over there.
They got sweatshirts for sale that say black across it.
Sex therapist.
For you to think that
I'm tired of this. I ain't finna listen to this. I'm not finna listen.
I'm tired of listening to that man talking about money. Threesome at the Bobo Room.
Yeah, this is the part right here. Yeah, Stormy had to call her up. According to another, we heard the video where she had to call her up and tell her. Yeah, they trying to involve you, saying that you and your makeup artist is the one that's having that threesome with Mr. My Soul, the scammer, the criminal. So that's what she's talking about. Yeah, you mess up my marriage. 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 That's teacher, y'all. You messed up my marriage. And we're gonna leave it like that.
I'm glad she threw that water at her. Man, I'm glad. They said that they trying to vote her off the show. And I'm like, if y'all vote that girl off the show, we really gonna have to do something about that, because if that's the case, Martell should have been gone. Martell should have been gone, if y'all vote that girl off the show just for dashing a little water on her. Dashing a little holy water on her, you know. Yeah, y'all, let me play this for you guys. I still got this up here from when I went to the courthouse. Let's see if this will play. Let's see if y'all can hear this.
So you guys, hey, this is Black Titanic. I decided to come and do my investigative work. Y'all know I went to, this is the other courthouse right here, you guys. So I'm going in here and check on the Zen Garden versus Schultz. Now, yesterday was 8/28, August the 28th. I think they're supposed to have something yesterday, some kind of hearing. And I went to the other courthouse, but today I found the right courthouse. So stay tuned. I'm going in here and check to see what's going on with Zen Garden and Schultz. Okay, this is presiding judge is Herman Johnson. That's who the judge is. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm going in here. So you guys, hey, this is Black Titanic. I decided to come and do my investigation.
So yeah, I went in there. Yeah, this is the same day, you guys, that I went in. They had not printed out the deposition yet, because I was right there on the spot. So and then I was gonna get it, y'all, but I moved to Atlanta. So I am so grateful that young lady just went on and took the banner and kept it rolling. That made me feel so proud. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you so much, Trinity. Yes, thank you, babe. Thank you. Yeah, Trinity just took that deposition and broke it down. Y'all go over there. Y'all make sure y'all go over there. But these people are using Love and Marriage Huntsville to solicit criminal activities. On that was supposed to be a family activity. On that what has allowed what? Bullying on this channel. Bullying, that the whole cast bullied Mel at one point or another. Almost violent one, to try to beat her up, chasing her around in the parking lot, trying to beat her up. One talking about her children. Now you got this criminal activity empire going on over and over and over. You turn on the Better Business Bureau. As of August 2023, in the Better Business Bureau, Stormy still got an F rating. Her new product, Canvas, people not getting that new product, that butter glaze, whatever she called it, they're not getting that. That's already in the Better Business Bureau, allegedly, but it's in there. Then I've been court case after court case is starting. Canvas Beauty. Court case after court case is the Scotts. But yet, who do they want to put up on there? They want to vilify this young lady, Kiki, and we're not having it. I'm going to set the record straight about Kiki. Kiki is well respected in Huntsville. Nobody don't look at her like that. That they trying to paint a picture of this girl as being a drug addict and a no good person that like to shoplift with her children. And then you got Tisha. She's so gleeful. She loved it. She loved it, that mess. That's why Kiki threw that thing and that water on her. Because she blaming Kiki because her husband are laid up in the boom boom room. Yesterday, I don't see Pastor Justice on here today. Hey, Shara Howard. I didn't see Pastor. I'm going to throw y'all a link. Y'all could come up. I didn't see Pastor Justice today, but Pastor Justice was on time yesterday. She said, yeah, they out there down there in a boo-boo room doing threesome. That's what people work there. People go there to eat. People go there to drink, and you drinking around all that nastiness, what they doing down there. Yeah. Then not only that, he disrespecting his wife. But she don't seem to mind because who she blame? She blaming Kiki. They blaming Kiki. They want all this stuff shifted on Kiki and forget about them. But see, the creator, the content creator ain't falling for it. We gonna put the real deal out on y'all. Storm is a low-down scammer, and these people are still buying from her unlicensed aides. Isn't that crazy or what? That's right, Mary White. Yeah. I like all you. Y'all, I've got the thing out of y'all want to come up. Tell me, what do y'all think about them using on network to solicit scams? They using this as a criminal empire. And it's working because that's how they get their clients. Yes, it's working. Shara Howard, what you got to say? Come on up here. I know you want to come up. Shara Howard, Jazzy J, y'all come on up. Yeah, y'all got the link out there. Y'all come on up and talk about this with me. Don't leave me up here. And Trendy, I am so proud of you, girl. You broke that down. I just was just so elated. Oh, here comes Trendy. Yeah, thanks for coming up, Trendy, and explain yourself. Come on up, young lady.
Hey, Black Titanic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You don't know how proud. I just feel proud.
You set the foundation for us, and I'm just like, I gotta see it. I love to read that stuff anyway. I'm like, we gotta do it. We have to. Thank you.
Yes. So, Jazzy.
Hey, I want to say thank you too. You gave me and my daughter another history lesson this morning. I was driving and my phone was ringing, so I missed some, but I have to go back. I want to just thank you for all that you do. I mentioned you yesterday to the Queen. Hey, Trendy. But thank you, because we learned something again today, because I thought it freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln. Lord, there go my nerves coming again.
Okay, Trini. Let me get to Trini, y'all. I want you to explain. Can you explain about that part where they say that Maso was not paying the employees? How did that work? Who gave Maso the money? Or Maso had to pay out of his pocket, or what?
Okay, so I am a layman, so I'm going to try my best. But what I understand is that Marceau he won the bid as a general contractor because he submitted a list of one of the most experienced people in the local Huntsville area. So they had some confidence because they saw these people with all this experience and everything. And so when you're a general contractor, it flows down. The funds flow down because you are responsible for paying your subcontractors. So the funds that were flowing to him initially were to pay for materials. Like someone said, it might have been a time and materials contract. So they're paying him for that and to pay their workers, their subcontractors. And the money seemed to be, after a couple months, it seemed to stop at Marceau. And when Michelle visited, he kept saying like basically day laborers, basically is what I got. And so they had to hire a whole nother company, which he was associated with because he knew the person. But you know, when you know high people, you just know people. So yeah, he knew that person, but it was called the Card Group. And I think they used the Card Group company to just start paying the subcontractors directly because they put a lien on their stuff because they weren't getting paid. Like, we're not working because we're not getting paid.
Wow. Yes, y'all hear that? He was scamming. He didn't. It just seemed like a pattern of his. That's the same thing we heard from Sister Joy once she gave him the money. He was not using that money to go get materials. And he was pocketing the money. Yes, same thing with what's his name. He's sitting up there giving him money to complete his building. Where did the money go? It didn't go into the building. Yes, y'all see what's going on. It's just scam. Hey Cheryl, how are you, Grand Rising?
Good morning, Grand Rising. Hi, Trending.
Hey,
Hey, beautiful ladies. How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
really good.
Yeah, they scanners. Scanners. That's what they are. Scanners. Scammers. When people go after somebody's property or anything they may have just for their own use to use somebody, they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. Him, Maurice, Martel, Arion, they all need to be locked up. They need to be locked. I don't know the backstory to with Marceau, but I heard some things about him scamming people out of money and taking the Dr. Chandelier and using it for their house. And it's so much scamming. It's so much scamming going on. They should be locked up. They should be. I mean, I don't know why aren't they locked up? Why are no charges being brought against the Scotts? So I don't get that. Can you tell me that, like Titanic?
Huh?
I said, why aren't charges being brought against them?
I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Hey, Trinity, I was trying to explain that building that they had to tear down and redo. Can you explain it to the audience?
Okay.
Yeah, me too, because I don't.
The clubhouse was, I believe, the first building that they put up a structure like a frame, and so it was just mostly lumber. And when Vishal did an on-site visit, he felt something was off when he went to the entrance, and then he asked somebody to bring him a tape measure. It was 14 inches too short.
Wow.
They had to tear it all down. He said that was lumber wasted. I guess they couldn't reuse that lumber. It was lumber wasted. They had to rebuild that clubhouse building. That was just one of many things.
And that was more money that they had to come out of their pocket with in garden, yeah.
And I think that's when they hired a new technically a first-time superintendent, because I don't think there ever was an actual superintendent out there, and a project manager. So they had to hire staff, get materials, lost that time, all that.
Wow. So y'all know Marceau had the nerve to take these people to court. Now that's just amazing, the arrogant that he is.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have clean hands, but he gonna take them to court to see if he can get any money.
Sound like Marceau.
Like Titanic, can I tell you one thing? Because it was in the middle of a different live, but let me tell you this. They were actually in talks of settlement. They actually went on record. Zen Garden said, we're having a fruitful conversation. We think we can reach settlement. 2 hours later, they filed a different motion and said, we misunderstood what Scope was representing. And they said, trial can continue. We just need an extension. So October 2nd, I think, is their extension to get all their evidence together and everything. But they were actually talking about settling with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this clerk on tape, but I can't play her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the clerk was telling me stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to play it and listen to it and then come back and try to put it
that
on.
happened September 14th. So a week and a half ago, that's when that happened, just so you know.
Wait, when was it?
September 14th, 10 a.m. They said, hey, we think we can do this. Zen Garden's like, we're having a good conversation with Scope. 04 p.m. They were like, never mind. Please keep it going. We'll go to court.
Oh my
wow. And Cheryl,
yeah.
Got something to say?
Well, I'm listening because I can say I love me some Trending. She do her homework. I don't know the backstory to this whole thing with Marceau, but anybody
you can talk about anything. Just don't have to be on this issue. We're talking about just love and marriage, Huntsville in general.
And Martel, oh God, Martel is a mess. He's another one. Don't do no business with scammers. I can tell you, because they're gonna just take you down with them to the gutter where they came from, because they all gutter rats, all of them. Martell, all of them.
Yeah.
They're gutter rats.
Yeah, this is a spiritual
Hmm
evil, like a forces of evil army all on one show.
Melody is the only real one on the show. Legit businesses. She's soaring to new heights. These people are gutter rats. They slithered out the gutter and they're trying to take and get all they can get out of the next person. That's what they do. That's all of them, except for Melody. They
Let me
all
read
gutter rats.
what Gemini in 1958 said. They're making Kiki the focal point to
Right.
throw people off themselves. I hope
Thank
she
you.
get these criminals off the street. BT, now my soul is doing something over in Mississippi trying to get that grant money. Yeah. Now in Mississippi, he claimed he falsified some reports that he got 100% record, y'all, and
Hmm
100% of paying his employees, all of that. And so that's how they trying to qualify for that grant. I don't know if they got that grant, but you don't have to pay a grant back. But yeah, he messed with the federal government now. So if he messed with that federal government down the line, they'll come
They
back and get you.
they all
Okay.
criminals. All of them is criminals. Like, Martell, he want to live somewhere free. He feel because he's friends with Chris Fletcher, he could live off his property that he's selling. He's just a leech. People like that like to leech off people. And if you're not on top of your A game, they'll get you too. That's just the bottom line. They all leeches to me.
Mm.
I just don't get it. Like,
Okay.
work
Okay.
for your money.
Yes, that's right. Work for your money. They ain't all them scammers on there. What you got to say, Jassy? You quiet over there?
Oh, I was waiting my turn. Still dealing with the kids too, but
I
they
got
need to get tissue. Y'all call her. She needs to go take care of refresher class. I don't believe she really got them degrees. She needs to go take a refresher class. They both need to start back from ground zero. Her and Hotel. They're not that smart. They always misspelling stuff. On national TV for the world to see on top of so many errors of misspelling. That's with on that. And Hotel, I don't know. I think Chris Fletcher, I don't think Hotel paid no rent. I think he was being
I
nice
don't either.
because of the cameras. I
Yeah.
think, Chris seemed like he was getting mad. But if I was saying Chris, I would have been. Oh, I think he already out because he said 2 weeks, and the show aired months ago. Um, if I was Chris Fletcher, I would have been at that courthouse first thing in the morning, embarrassing me like that on TV. And I love the way Stormy Steele, her husband, handled Marcel. When they showed the clips before, it made it so look like Marcel was this that he was speaking to a real man. And I was hoping, can I say something? I was hoping, what's his name? Courtney would have knocked the mess out of him. And what I don't understand is if it's true, Kiki off the show, why they haven't been off the show, especially Hotel for all the stuff he did. And they supposed to have a fight out there at the baby shower. Why he not off the show? And Kiki, I believe Maurice, that's a whole storyline. I don't believe he got it like that. I don't think he got the stamina and can go like that. I think he got two pumps in the wiggle. And he may want that at morning and at night. He Kim just don't want to get it. But I don't think he always been able to get women either. So I think he just saying that as a pickup line. Kimmy's so blind to see. He just trying to pick up other women, acting like he all of this in the bed. I don't believe that for 1 second. Two pumps in the wiggle, that's all he got. And I'm standing on that.
Well, I think that he just want the audience to see him as a macho man. So a lot of men put their manhood down there between their legs, but that's not where your manhood is at.
Hello. Hallelujah.
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
With
Okay.
Tiffany, she needs to mind her business. See, this show not gonna last forever. She gonna mess around and see Kiki on the streets. Kiki looked like she was about to give her the business when she was pregnant. So she better be careful picking on Kiki. And like y'all say, innocent until proven guilty. They don't pick on Mel no more. That Mel was the storyline. Now Kiki is innocent, shiny, awesome, pathetic rats. And I'm done.
Got it right.
Okay, Trina, I saw you struggling with that bank. That's Evil Bank. Yeah, y'all eventually solved it. That was Evil Bank. I was looking at you like, what bank? What bank? You just trying to make sure you be accurate. I was hollering in the background, Evil Bank. Yeah, Evil Bank. But I saw too that Evil Bank. They got off this case. They got off this case now, so they're no longer on the case. Huh?
I said they sure did. I forgot they were the ones that asked to be dismissed from the case at the beginning. That sure was in there. Yep.
Yeah, they was dismissed from the case, and that might have been what that clerk was trying to tell me. She said they were dismissing. Might have thought she was talking about Marceau and them asking to be dismissed.
Marceau is asking for a partial summary judgment. He wants to get his contractor's fee. That's what he's saying. He's saying based on Vashau's deposition, they believe they should get their contractor's fee. I read their brief, and that's gonna be part 3 on their justification on why they think they should still get their money. And it's a lot of audacity, of course, in there too.
I have a question. Why his brother ain't his brother supposed to be the lawyer? Why he don't never go with him to court? That's what I want to know.
Well,
go on.
Marie.
His wife already answered. The wife said he ain't that kind of lawyer. Y'all remember?
He ain't no lawyer if you ask me.
but Trina, they got that same Mike White. They got him on Mike Scott. They got him as a manager on that legal team too, y'all.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I had did a report on it, and yes, and they got him up there too. He all over the place. I guess they always use him as or anything they do.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Hold on, my apologies. Y'all said off the case. So what? Then Gardner, they still going through with it? Because I know they got some fire lawyers.
They have a deadline of October 2nd to get all their documents that they're gathering. But yeah, they're still going. This is not over.
I knew Zen Gardner had some lawyers with them.
And Trendon, my next question: will Zen Gardens win? Will they win?
I see now. If they want to keep pushing it, they shall win. To me, in my opinion,
okay.
I feel like they won't win as much as they're asking, but you always ask for higher. You know, there's a clause that was pointed out that they couldn't basically kind of charge for rental loss if the project went over. But if they win the point of, well, this started out as fraud in the first place, well, then you just, there's no void on what that clause says. So I just don't know the amount, but I feel like they would win, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. This for Trendon. Trendon, he did a post, I believe, on Facebook, like he's coming into some money. So when you said selling, are you stating Zen was settled with them?
September 14th, Zen was very of this year, September 14th, Zen was very confident that they would be able to reach an agreed upon settlement with Scope. And then September 14th, a couple hours later, they said we misunderstood, or it was not the representation was misunderstood, and they want to continue with the court.
Yeah. According to so let me apologize to y'all. So that dismissal was Evil Bank, not Marceau, not Scope, but it was Evil Bank asking for the dismissal. Marceau is the one that brought Evil Bank into the picture, because when no bank want to fool with the Scots, but they found Evil Bank. Now Evil Bank is let me tell y'all something. Evil Bank across the street from what's supposed to be building that Fairfield. I cannot find no information on that. Something going on. I believe that's another suit coming out right there, that Fairfield Marriott.
I think so too. I can't wait. I'm waiting on some legal stuff to drop. I can't wait.
I've been looking. I've been going back and forth. And what's so interesting about it now? In the parking lot right there is the lady that Miss Joy. Miss Joy got a little office right there in the parking lot. And I know at her sort of come to work every day. When she look out her door, she'll see a scope sign out there, right in her backyard almost. Yeah.
That lit a second fire under me. Cause I know we got some veterans in the chat too, but as a veteran, I was like, oh, I've been activated now.
Okay, Gemini 1958 says she listened to you for 2 hours. She finished about 3 a.m. I started late, but absolutely detailed. Great content. Trending. Yeah, trending.
Yeah.
I was stuck. I didn't even want to go to the bathroom. I was like, holding it. That's how I believe I was to your commentary.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so you guys, when I usually end it at the 2 hour. No, y'all say what y'all got to say. Is 2 hours. I gotta get up and clean up the house, y'all. So we'll start with you, Jazzy. What you got to say?
I love everybody. Great commentary. One question. So Marcel was able to afford lawyers for Jen Carden? I didn't think he could afford none.
Sometimes they get a part of your settlement, so it might be off of a hope of a future win, possibly.
Well, I mean, they scamming everybody. They got that lady money, they got Bud money, and they got money. Yeah, allegedly, so they have money. Yeah.
That's it. I love everybody. Great commentary to both of y'all up there. And that's it. Love y'all in the chat too.
Okay. I saw you with Queen Sheba, girl, young lady. Did y'all know she interviewed with Queen Sheba?
I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see
Well, y'all need to go watch that. That's Jazzy J for life. Yeah, she interviewed with Queen Sheba.
Thank you, but I'm so embarrassed. I messed up so many times. I don't want to talk about
it.
No, you didn't. No. Pat yourself on the back. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. She's a human being just like we are.
That's right. You did good. You did really good.
Thank y'all.
Okay, Cheryl.
Thanks for letting me come up. Trending, I love your commentary. I love your commentary, Miss Black Titanic. And all I got to say is these people stay in court more than they build properties. So I don't know.
Yes.
This is crazy. But thank you I love your commentaries. Thank you so much. Love you, Miss Black Titanic. Love you.
Mary White says, I hope so. They need to be put down like the crooked bums they are.
Yeah, put them
we should better get ready. That's right. Trending.
First, again, thank you, Black Titanic. Thank you. And thank you here for Hot Tea. I appreciate both of y'all. And thank you for the ones that was already listening to me. And I was so nervous about doing just reading and talking. Thank you. Black Titanic, you already know you hold the mantle. We just there trying to, be there behind you. Your armor bearers, like blessed Queen Bee would say. And Thursday is part 2 if y'all are able to join me. So hopefully I'll see y'all over there. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. I'm very grateful.
Trini, you have to fix that. I can never get in. I have to watch you from on YouTube on a big screen TV. But as far as trying to get in or tapping going on where I can't get in there.
Well, next time I have a panel, which will probably be Friday and definitely Saturday, please put it, can you still message me in live chat? Does it let you do that? It won't let you message me in live chat.
It won't let me in period when you're live. It always says for members only that been subscribed more than 10 hours, but I'm subscribed to you. I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna do a test run. I'll just do a test live and send you the link only so we can figure it out. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Gemini 1958 said my soul was just grabbing Negroes up off the cornerstone. Yeah, the winos. They don't even drink the expensive wine. Like they want that Boone Farm apple wine, that Wild Irish Rose. Get them off the street, walking down the street to make it look like they were doing something. I think he messed with the wrong people company and Letitia name. Yes. So everybody, I'm finna say, I'm gonna give everybody a shout out. So
I'll be on your live trending.
Thank you. And thank you, Black Titanic. I'll drop down. Thank you, Jazzy.
Truly, drop your link in the chat. People want to know how to go to your channel.
Okay.
I'm coming too, Cheryl.
Okay, I'm gonna drop mine. Hopefully, they want to see me too. Not just play. Have a blessed day.
Bye,
yeah,
y'all. Thank you.
I want to say happy birthday to my baby daughter. Y'all know she still ain't had that baby yet. So
Ooh.
if she have it by Saturday, we gonna have a book club. It's due in a day. Happy birthday to her. That's the one who worked for the Real Housewife of Atlanta. Yeah. So Cheryl Howard, hi. Joyce Miles. I'm
Hi.
just giving everybody a shout out. Jazzy J, Mary White. That's basically it. Now, if anybody gave me in the Cash App, I can't see it because it come on my other phone that's broke. It don't come up here. So anyway, I just want to thank all of y'all. Thank everybody for everything you did for me. And I'm closing. Bye, y'all. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank y'all so much. Had fun.